Yeah, congrats on the shutout. But does this feel like a game that continued momentum from last week?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly feel like that. We feel like there was 2 points left on the table for us. We didn't really give them that many chances. I think it was a good performance defensive wise, and it was just all about how that can turn into an offensive threat for us. But some it wasn't there tonight. We had a few opportunities that I thought we did a good job of putting some players in good opportunities, but we weren't able to put that in the back of the net. So, but a good job defensively.
And yeah, please reminder, let the guys know which player the question is directed towards. We'll go to Jada Evans next. Jada, go ahead.
Thanks for the time, y'all. Jackson, can you kind of extend on that as far as the defensive effort? Multiple of y'all, a number of y'all have talked about shooting yourselves in the foot in past games, and it seemed like that might have been cleaned up this time around. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely very happy with the clean sheet. I think still have to clean some stuff up, but overall, we're trending in the right direction of getting back to where we were last year defensively, because I think we were very solid. So I think trending back in that direction, because 2 clean sheets in a row is what we want to see.
And then, Alex, can you talk a little bit with Steph having his 300th appearance? Can you talk a little bit about what that kind of, I guess, means to you as a person who's been around for a little bit here?
Yeah, I mean, Steph's a big part of this organization. He's a talented player. He's kept us in so many games, and his quality always shows. Today, he didn't really have much to do, but he did come up big on a few on 2 occasions where we needed him, and so he's part of that defensive unit. He's part of that back line that we often have discussions weekly, and we're looking at have strong defensive performances. Obviously, last year we had a good season in terms of defensive performances. So we're looking at, like Jackson said, trend in that direction, and 2 games back to back. That's what we want.
Masvida, go ahead.
Hey, Alex, I know you said offensively you all left 2 points there, but was there some positive just in terms of some of the play that went on? Your brother had a couple really good crosses in there, and it looked like Jordan and Raul Diaz as well as Albert had some good passes up there that created some chances.
Yeah, I mean, I think from back to front we did a really good job. I think we really broke them down off the goal kicks and worked the ball up forward. I think it was just the final third we needed to be a little bit cleaner, shift them a little bit more left to right. That way they can open up some gaps that we can expose. And yeah, I mean, it's a constant message that we're getting told by the coaches is that we need to be cleaner and more clinical in the final third.
Jackson, when Joao Paulo came in, what was that like? I know he came in last game, but he obviously saw a lot more time. And what did that do in terms of having that link play, an extra defensive player when he came in?
Yeah, he's huge for us. He's a big presence in the midfield. I think both defensively and offensively, he brings something pretty special. And getting him back, as long as getting other guys back from injury, I think will only help the team.
Thanks.
Owen Murray, go ahead.
Hey, thanks for the time, guys. I just wanted to ask, you had a decent amount of the ball in this game. Is that something that you think this team feels comfortable with? And is that something, like especially away from home, that you want to build on? Or would you rather do a lot of counterattacking?
I mean, I think this team is capable of doing both. We've sat we sat back at times and exposed them in their back line if they have a high line, but we're also able to control the tempo of the game. We're comfortable on the ball. We want to have the ball. It just always goes back to, like I said, having a little bit sharper movements in the final third. That way we can create that possession into real opportunities and goal scoring opportunities.
Thanks, guys.
Reminder to media, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the hand raise function in Zoom. I see one more hand up for the player portion. So Jorge, why don't you go ahead and ask your question?
Hi, Alex. This question is for you. This was Siblings Day this week. I wanted to know how you feel about playing with your brother and if you have forgiven him for sending you to go on that game where you did such a good job.
What was that? What was the last part?
If you had forgiven him for sending you into goal when you were the goalkeeper for the Sounders.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, playing with your brother is obviously it's one of the most unique things that anybody can experience. I'm fortunate to be playing with him. We've been playing with each other for years. Growing up with each other and now playing in this league is such a huge accomplishment. Not just for us, but for our family. Forgiving him, I don't think I need to forgive him. He kind of gave me a layup there, and everything was good that day. I got a clean sheet. So, if anything, he turned me into overnight success on that game by being the first goalkeeper of this team. So, I actually got to give him some credit.
All righty, I see one more hand up. So Jada, why don't you close us out before Coach Metzer joins?
Thanks. This is for either of y'all. It seems usually when you go down to Dallas, there's bad weather or heat. Can you talk about the conditions today?
Yeah, it was a great night. I think wasn't too hot. It was cool, not rainy, not too humid. Conditions were very nice.